Gatorade will do. Stay hydrated. I'm going to be taking you guys with me to the local police station. I found those 2 locks, and I figured it could be important. So they have serial, I believe they might, I mean, I don't really look at them fully, but I had gloves on when I picked them up, so I'm gonna turn them in with the, I guess kind of an estimate of where they were. You guys, if you haven't checked out the video, it's on this channel in my scrap metal vlogs. Scrap metal vlog 2. I found those 2 locks on the side of the road. So that being said, it could have been involved in a crime or something. So since I saw it, I would like to return them because, you know, let's say if I was to, you know, have a missing lock like that, like that's a big lock, it looks like it's to a home, I would want someone to do the same. So I'm not aware of any home invasions or robberies or anything lately, but where I found it, there could have been in the area. So I'm just gonna bring it with that piece of paper that's in there and drop it off to them, and they could do whatever they want with it. With someone's wallet before, so if I ever find something like a lock or a wallet again like this, I will return it to the police station. But yeah, no, we'll make our way on over there. See, this person, I'm going 35 right now, so see, and then no turn signal right there. That kind of doesn't really make any sense. There was no defensive reason for them to pass. You see, I'd consider that reckless. They're kind of impeding the flow of traffic. TSU 2396 Honda Pilot SUV. Oh, so see, they just tapped the brakes there for me tapping the horn defensively. That was a brake check. Out of rage for sure. So that was road rage there. So that would be considered road rage. Without justification. Damn, they just pulled out in front of them. Sheesh. TSM-2386. These people don't have a justified reason to be speeding. We've got another Honda Pilot, IH8Ps, P-E-A-S, with a tag, custom tag. They're all getting nowhere, but I have to follow them? It makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense. These people don't have any justified reasoning. That Lexus is all over the place. What the heck? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense for people to keep kind of getting at me like that when they're the ones starting it. If I'm doing the speed limits, there should be no justified need to ride my bumper and fly around me and do those things, you know? It's kind of everybody. I don't like the fact that it's almost everybody passing me when the police and the people had a problem with me speeding. So if that's the issue, if it was an issue for me to do it, it should be a problem for these people as well. Because when I would speed, it wouldn't be like these people are doing it a little differently. These people are doing it a little differently. It just doesn't make sense. I can't go with the flow of traffic, like I've said multiple times, because then I'd be speeding. The flow of traffic is speeding. So, yeah. Came into my lane, spooked me because he came into my lane a little bit. He's all over the road, as you can see. He's not driving very well. Came right into my lane. Went over the line twice there. stay kind of right here instead of passing this guy on the left. That would kind of be unnecessary to stay all the way in the left lane just to pass this trailer to get all the way back over here. That wouldn't really make any sense. So we'll just chill here. Now, if I was in the Miata, I probably would. The Miata is smaller. I kind of treat that thing like a motorcycle a little bit because I have people trying to ram back into the back of me already enough as it is in this truck. I'm really scared to kind of do the speed limits in that thing. I still do the best of my ability, but there's been times where I do have to. They're like deliberately trying to run into the back of me, so I kind of have like sometimes like I shouldn't have to brace for impact, you know. I really shouldn't. I mean, I've already had one person do that to me in this thing. Thankfully, it was in this thing and not in the Miata. That was a sketchy. That was weird. I don't know if the guy was drunk or I don't know what his deal was. Back off a little bit. Still got to get up to speed for this one. Whatever. Nuts. I don't know. SCR 3950 white Accord sedan. It's kind of a little weird how I did it. I don't know if I got it on bid. Weird, you know. Maybe it's because I drive differently than my parents and stuff, but they don't treat my parents this way, the way they treat me. I don't know, maybe it's because I just drive differently than them, but I do feel like these people are stalking and targeting me because they don't rage at my parents. They only seem to be raging at me and whatever vehicle I'm driving, and that's all I've noticed. So there's something going on with these people. Don't get up on my grill, I guess. This trailer doesn't have any lights, although he has visible vehicle lights. So that, I know about daytime that would be legal. I don't know about nighttime, but I know like in the daytime, as long as his taillights are visible, this would be legal. As far as I've looked into, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, my taillights always worked on my trailer, but man, that third to fourth float there that I just did was smooth, baby. That was smooth, baby. Trying to decide if I want to go at this light. turn left, or go to the next light and turn left. I'm gonna go straight and then we'll turn left into that one there. Look at that Corolla. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like it's got like stretched tires on some like wider wheels for it. Looks, at that height it looks a little silly. Stretched tires are dangerous if you don't know. Like on stance cars and stuff, they can be dangerous if you don't have them at proper PSI and do it right with the right tire and wheel combo. You have to be careful. So like, let's go back to that Pilot or CRV or whatever in the beginning that brake checked me and wanted to come like stopped after I tapped the horn at them again for doing that. If I was to retaliate and react and do that back to them, would you consider that road rage if they started it? I mean, I guess depending on circumstances, maybe. But I wouldn't consider it if I was to do it back as road rage at that exact time. If I was to fly back around them and do that, it would not be considered road rage because they would not stop. They did it twice. So, because there's one thing I've learned is growing up when I did, I don't anymore because it's just not worth it. But when I did growing up, they seemed to stop doing it after I did it back. I did it back and they would stop doing it. So it was like, when I did it, I only did it because I was like, enough. Like, I've had enough of this, can you please stop? So I went back around them and did the same thing and they stopped. So like, that solved it, but like, I feel like if I was to do that, the police would be after me for it also, which is why I don't want to do it. I don't really feel like wasting my time doing that and also putting my life at risk for it. But like, that's kind of what I've learned growing up. That's what the only thing that stopped it was to kind of show them who's boss. But you know, I just blow my horn at them now. I don't even retaliate. But when I retaliated, like I said, it wasn't out of anger. It was just like, stop! You're doing this repeatedly to me. This is harassment. Just stop, you know? It was like just please stop. You know, I'm trying to do my thing. I'm trying to work Uber and you won't leave me alone. Just stop, you know? So yeah, I don't know. So that's why the dash cam is nice. Dash cam when I was younger too though, because there was some crazy stuff then. It probably would have stopped a lot sooner if I tried to record these things before growing up and called. I never really called growing up. I don't know why. I just never feel, I don't want to be a victim, dude. Like, you know, like, I'm not asking for these things. So I'm like, maybe they'll just stop over time, but it really hasn't stopped. Like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm only 23, you know. I mean, I've got plenty of time on the road to know what to do. I just, what do they expect me to do because it's so many people, you know? And it's kind of an everyday occurrence. It's worked with a lot of people though. They've slowed down. Most of them have, except for the ones here. I don't know what their deal is. Honestly, it's weird. Hopefully, there's someone there or here right now, because sometimes they're not actually here for some strange reason. I think that's a cop right there. It looks like there's people there right now. I'm not gonna try and stop him, obviously. I'll just walk inside. Hopefully they won't, like, me bringing in the camera shouldn't be an issue. I don't think it should be an issue. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it off. Parked over on line, but there's nobody here right now, so I don't care. See if anybody's here. I don't know if anybody's actually here right now. Away from the desk. I don't know. 6,500 on the phone. So nobody's here, I guess. $6,500. Oh. Hey, how you doing? Good. So I have a hobby that I like go scrapping on the side of the road, and I find scrap metal. Okay. I found these. I have the note in here. I did wear gloves when I picked these up. But I found these, and I thought this one I didn't think is very suspicious, but this one was pretty big. Okay. So
it looks like the one for the real estates.
Yeah. So I was like, why don't I just bring it in to you guys? And
do you know, or do you have an idea who might put it over there?
I have no idea. I found it on the side of the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and use the phone. Okay?
Yeah, because they told me.
You've already.
I called them earlier today immediately when I found it, when I got in the vehicle, because I was walking around. But that's the reason why I'm.
All right. Thank
you. Yep. Thank you. You have a good night. So I hope I did the right thing there. You know, like if someone like was to rob a home and that was a part of it, it could have been. I don't know. You never know. Like, you never know nowadays. That part's not none of my business. That's none of my business. But since I saw a lock, so I was like, all right, let me just bring them, do the right thing instead of scrapping them. Because if I was to, you know, especially since I made the video out of it. And then I'm gonna go scrap these things. If I was to scrap a crime scene, that would be a problem. Because then I would be in deep shit. Excuse my French. That would make it an issue, potentially, depending on how bad this crime is. Alright, so my charge on my GoPro is not bad. So let's go back home, plug this in. I guess that's what you call it, right? A home invasion, like where they rob somebody. I don't know. Like I don't know the exact term for that kind of crime, but if somebody was to, you know, rob a house and that lock was a part of it, then maybe that, you know, it'd be the right thing to do. It could be, you know, a waste of time, and I understand that. I just wanted to do the right thing. picturing the Honda Pilot shitting himself right now. Or herself, whoever it was. It was probably a jealous girl. I don't actually know who it was, but... Say bye-bye to that Maryfield Garden Center there. Data center's getting put in there, boy. The data center getting put in that one. Let's see, gone. That building is demolished. I'm just picturing the Honda Pilot shitting himself right now. Or herself, whoever it was. It was probably a jealous girl. I don't actually know who it was, but... Say bye-bye to that Maryfield Garden Center there. Data center's getting put in there, boy. The data center getting put in that one. Let's see, gone. That building is demolished. That was so much fun, man. Those were the days in high school. I do that all the time. Don't do it as much anymore. I don't work as much. Come on, let's go, people. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. TKB 3270. I think that was justified. I don't want to sit behind them. Scared of getting brake checked. Nice turn signal. What is this Tesla doing? This one white car scares me. So with that Ford Focus, they're scaring me. They're not driving very well. I don't know what this Tesla's doing up here, but that one's scaring me too. Too soon, but this Odyssey's doing fairly well. Sounds like the plan here is working. I'm about to get inside here and take care of this dash cam footage. Take care of some business. And until the next one, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't be the CR or the pilot in the beginning. Peace.